Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 19 of The Dream with Liverpool. If you haven't watched episode 18, it is the cup final at Wembley of the FA Cup. Please go check that out before you come here. It was not a bad cup final. It was a pretty good game. Both sides had a bit of an attacking flair about each other. There were saves at each end. There was goals at each end. If you're very interested in that, go watch episode 18, that is for sure. But here's episode 19, and it has been a transfer window that I think we've done quite well in. We've been on stream for 3 hours and 16 minutes. We're currently still live on stream. As always, YouTube, follow us on Twitch in the link in the description below. There's obviously our Twitter and our Facebook as well, so you keep up to date with all the FM content coming out. As we look here right now, we're actually going to go through our fixtures first and just look at pre-season as a whole. Fairly comfortable, and we absolutely pumped Man United in the Community Shield, playing the 4-3-3 DM. Now, I'm going to be playing 4-2-3-1 against sides that I think we can beat, but against sides of higher quality, the 4-3-3 DM is definitely going to work, and definitely because of the players that we've bought. As you might look at the bench, you can see a few names. We have touched them before, but they are here now, and we got Watford today. In terms of our run, we've actually got a decent run to Spurs, and then we've obviously got Chelsea and United back-to-back with a Champions League game in between. I feel like we're going to be back for the Champions League, this first Champions League game no matter what, with a Man United double, as the next episode after this for episode 20. In terms of our transfers though, we've made some amazing signings, we've made some we've sold some people as well. And you probably can tell by our badger and that we've obviously sold some people. In terms of people on the outs, we sold Josh Da Silva, who can play in every position for 6 mil. Look, we had a 12 mil bid accepted from Swansea, and I don't know what happened. It was accepted, contracts were talked about, I just don't know what happened. In the end, on deadline, the Burnley said, look, we'll pay 30k of his wage and we'll give you 6 mil. And I said, well, he's unregistered because we've obviously got 24 registered in the squad at the moment, 25 maybe. So look, he's not he's not going to be a part of us. We'll sell him for a price anyway. In terms of the next sale, obviously we got Vetakaya, very well rounded, but I just wanted to get him out the door because I don't think he's ever going to play for us at 23. So obviously won't grow. You can tell here that he's decent, he's good as a Premier League player. He's very well rounded, could be a decent bench player, but I also feel like, you got the likes of Gary Davis that is, can grow into a lot better player than this, and he's probably worth the game time. In terms of the big one, Guardia went out because I just honestly think Fabri is ready, obviously, to be at left back, to be back up to Centeno. So Guardia there went out for 30 odd mil to Juve. Spurs came in as well. We actually accepted the same offer. But I'm more happy he's gone to Juve, so he's not in the league, because I think he's quite quality. In terms of the loans, we've actually been a little bit ballsy in our loans. We've obviously loaned Carey out, Richard Marshall's went out as well, but Bradley Ward went out on loan. Now, the reason I've done that is he's 2.5 stars, he's on loan at Fulham, and he's meant to be getting first-team football out there, even though their striker's really good. I just think that if you go quickly to Gary Davis, who won't make the bench today, I've gone slightly different for the bench approach this season. Look, when we need a striker, this guy can play, and he will grow into this potential by playing for us and staying at home and growing, because he obviously at 18, he will still grow quite rapidly as well, and our facilities are quite good. Being slightly older, Bradley Ward at 22, I think he is at the moment, 21. He needs to get first-team football right now to continue his growth, so I feel like loaning him out was the best thing. In terms of monetary signings, Delight, I love him, right? He's amazing. We call him Delight because of, Delight, and he's a delightful player. That joke's going to be made a lot this season, I apologise. 45 mil transfer fee, but he was transfer listed. Look at him, 32, he's still world class. He is amazing at ball playing centre back. He'll be starting most games and not for us. In terms of the free transfers, we've made a few. Obviously, Ryuk's the world class midfielder. We've highlighted him before. He's coming on a free. We're 89 mil right now. I could just say that. Capped 24 times by France as well on a free. He's on the bench today as well. To be honest, everyone you're going to see here is on the bench apart from Delight. Obviously, the next one was Ollie Burke. Ollie Burke got released from Man United. He's obviously got very good depth either wing. We obviously know that we had winger trouble in injuries last season. We now got someone that can also play out wide. He can also go up there and play as a poacher up front, I think, quite well. He can also play false nine. He can play many different positions. It's good for us and very well capped by Scotland. The next one's Giuseppe Boldi, world-class midfielder. The temptation is to play him over Pereira today. I actually think we're going to play him... we're going to play him over, play Pereira over him, because we know how Pereira plays as a box-to-box midfielder. The world-class Italian at 29 is amazing and a good player to pick up. The last one that we need to talk about, Josh Harris was picked up. Will Welsh was picked up. Appleby was picked up. Look, these are all players that were picked up by our head of youth development. They're never going to feature for us. But that's the transfers. Let me know right now in the comments if you think our transfers have been good. Twitch chat, you reckon what our transfers have been like? Hopefully you think they've been okay. In terms of our team lineup here, it's going to be this in the 4-2-3-1. As you can see, Frankie Kessie is not on the bench. In the 4-2-3-1, Montero will come in as a player, and then Kessie would obviously play off the bench in the 4-3-3 because he can play box to box in that system. But this is going to be our lineup. Centeno was apparently going to get a 191 mil bid from Man City on deadline day. It didn't happen, thank God, because I don't know what I would have done with myself. Santa Maria had 120 mil bids from Real Madrid. We didn't sell. Our lineup's going to be this. JJ in goals, and I think this is our first team. JJ's one of the ones up to 18, and he's still got that world-class potential at 22. He's now an elite goalkeeper. He is absolutely amazing. Graham is obviously a world-class right back, and he'll start our captain. Ollie there is playing alongside the Delight. Two amazing centre-backs. I think we're in very good stead. Centeno's playing left back as always, growing and just looks sensational. And the one thing about Centeno is he can play striker. That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Pereira there obviously is Pereira playing box to box. He can play that quite well, I think, as well. You wouldn't be surprised if you see Rooks or someone else come on. Your team is quite beasty, but mere transfer window to me. Not gonna lie, hard to care about the save since it's with Liverpool in 21 with regens. That's happens, mate. There we go. I quite like the regen life. Obviously, we know Martin is. I think this is our key player, the world-class midfielder. He scores goals for fun. I love him to bits. I love that he's 6'2". Apparently, look, started switching the ball opposite flank. I reckon he can do that as well. There we are. Brad's out there as well, the world-class winger. I think he could be quite good. The goal is to win the Champions League this season. No joke about it. We want to obviously win the Prem and the FA Cup again, but the Champions League is what we need to win, and then we're out the door. But if it was a penta save, HPG, penta save, every time. Penta. I know you're doing a penta save. We will do one day on FM19. Also, FM League. We are one of the first 20 managers. We'll be one of the 20 managers in the FM Premier League next season, FM19. That content will be on save as well. Don't worry about that. It'll be good. Alessio there we go. Obviously the world-class left winger. And obviously Sayers up top. The leading Premier League poacher. He is amazing, the English international as well. In terms of the bench, Gary Davis misses out. Ollie Burke sitting on the bench. I'm tempted to swap these two around and to use Ollie Burke as backup. Ollie Burke had a really good preseason though for us. At a 7.63, getting a lot of assists. I'm tempted to get Davis on the bench and drop Montero. We're actually going to do that. There we are. Gary Davis comes into here. Ollie Burke can play in there. There we are. We get Giuseppe Boldi in. I feel for Montero, right? Because he's wonder kid. Obviously, you want him to be playing to grow, but at the same time. But there we go. This save should have ended with the HKCL title. Nah, look. The reason we haven't is I like regens. Everybody likes regen hunting. That is for sure. There we go. JJ Centeno, Delit, Ollie, Graham, Martinez, Pereira, Santa Maria, Brad, Alessio says. Let me know in the comments. Should this save have ended with the HK series? Let me know. I feel like just playing in the future is really cool. This is a short-term save. There will be another short-term save before we do FM19 as well. I'll just let you know what that's going to be, obviously, once we've won the Premier League with Liverpool. Mateus is still here at Watford. He looks quite good. Lambert there in the middle is not too bad, the Frenchman. Gordon is someone that we obviously know a lot about. They've obviously still got Stan at the back, which is just a sign from Manchester City, which I think is a great signing for Feng. There we go. And Jensen in goals is decent as well, but we should be winning this game fairly comfortably. We did lose on the opening day, though, last season against Leicester. If you don't remember that many episodes ago, but last season. I'm going to go into the assistant, see what he says. Week of foot, I'm happy with that. There we go. Get into the tunnel. Martin's making his 150 appearance. He's just being on target. I'd rather talk about the people out there. Opening day of the Premier League. Hopefully we can go win. Just going to refix my laptop there so I can see the Premier League results going on over at Premier League game going on in my top left hand corner. And we are underway here. Centeno on the ball, driving down the flank. And there we go. The pointless highlight gets over it. In terms of we don't need the league title up, I might get the latest scores up and just see what's going on around the grounds. It's always interesting to see. But here we go. Swansea go 1-0 up. 12 minutes in, not a lot happening, and we're not keeping the ball well at all. I'm just going to tell us, lads, come on, just get creative. Get out there. Start working the ball around. Come on, lads. Off we go. 23 minutes played, 24 minutes, 25 minutes, and finally a highlight here. And it might be for Watford here. Ball over the top. Mateus has got really good speed and really good in a one-on-one situation. In the end, JJ once again proving how much of an elite goalkeeper he is. Narrows his anger out. JJ only has 8 rushing out, but his shot stopping ability from sitting on his line is really good, and JJ has done the business there. In the end, that one there is headed away, but only as far as Adamir. Here we go. Maybe they might get another ball in the here with Modica. Can we get out here and press? And we do, and in the end, it's going to be a throw in, and probably the end of the highlight. Here we go. As the Arsenal West Ham game starts up top there. Arsenal obviously winning 1-0 against West Brom. Can they beat West Ham in real life? We'll find out shortly. Said that was thumped long, but Santa Maria's going to get out, bring it under control, and find Alessio, the world-class left winger. And away we go. First goal so super important, and then Watford have to come in and play. Brad, ball, back post. Alessio there, straight at the keeper. He could have took a charge. He could have hit on the volley. In the end, he's just poked the header straight at Jensen. It was a clear-cut highlight for the lads. Can we create another chance, though? Centeno now, Alessio now. That's a poor ball, son. And Watford are going to come on the break here, surely. There we go. There's a new centre-back partnership, though. We need it to start well. Mateus there, lays that one across. In the end, Ollie, poor header. He's left JJ for dead. Ollie, let the keeper take it, son. Are we going to lose on the opening day in the Premier League again? We can never do it easy on the Premier League. Ever. Lambert there, Mateus. We kill sides at home. We kill sides, most sides away, and then we just play so poor in games. We have not looked good at all. Free kick, Sayers, from the free kick over the bar. Come on, boys. Just demand a bit more. We're not keeping the ball around. Oh, we're not knocking it around. We're not creating chances. Come on, lads. 41st minute, 42nd minute. Come on, boys. 1 minute at a time. It's going to be 1-0 down up. 1-0 down at half time to Watford. Are we really serious? Really? We're going to lose another game in the opening day of the Premier League. Here we go. Get aggressive with them. Come on, show me something else in the second half. Start the second half. Off we go. At the moment, I'm thinking about Baldy getting on very early there for Pereira and changing this up. We're getting Martinez and releasing Martinez a little bit more. Going to wait for the 60th minute. We're going to wait before we make changes. We're actually going to get Baldy on now. I'm going to blink first. Baldy's going to come in there as the deep line playmaker on support. And there we go. Santa Maria's having a poor one. So is Sayers. Just confirm the chance. See if something happens here. Come on, lads. Just get out there and work the spaces. We know the system works well. Santa Maria's having a shocker. Come on, boys. Come on. Surely there's a highlight here. 60 minutes. Time's ticking away here. At some point, we're going to have to go for it. We're going to pause. We're going to go to a slightly more attacking system and a little bit more direct. Exploit both sides a bit more direct and pass the ball into space a bit higher. Not going to look for the overlap as such, but still working into the box. Going to confirm that and see if we can get a highlight before the 70th before we change it. There we are, 68, 69. Alright, it's not happening here. Santa Maria is going to come off. Going to keep Sayers on, obviously. And we're going to get on Gary Davis there as another poacher and get Sayers on as the advanced forward. And we're going to get Beniot here for Alessio. We're going to go triple change and off we go. All 3 changes made. Can we find a goal here? At the moment, nothing happening. Are we serious right now? Alright. Change it again. Exploit both sides. Pump the ball. Go a bit more aggressive. There we go. Closing down much more. Get stuck in because we need the ball. As if a Liverpool side with this much quality cannot pick the Watford door. Come on, lads. Off we go. Get creative. Work a chance, boys. We have not seen a highlight this whole game. This has been the most boring game. Bet you they hit the free kick too. Stand, blocked. Can we press up, please? Come on, boys. Win the ball back. Go on the break. Get it 1-1. I'll take a draw away from home. There we are. Much there. Alfonso goes long. Surely we get up. We do. The lit gets up. Martinez. Ball. Looks for Sayers. Sayers now. Still with Sayers. He got Brad on the overlap. Goes towards Davis. Davis. Brad. Oh, he's hit the post. Wow. Davis really should have just taken it on and gone 1-on-1 once it falls to him. Wow. Unbelievable. 88 minutes in. Come on, lads. Let's go. 89, 90 minutes. 5 minutes at a time. They're down to 10 men. Come on, boys. Is there enough time? A minute to go. They throw the ball back. Can we go down the other end and find an equaliser? Baldy. Centeno. Ball into Martinez. Martinez looks for Beniot. Not. Beniot, though. His switch. That's poor. What are you trying to do there? Just keep it. Find the right pass. They're strict. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is probably going to finish 1-0. Watford, good challenge. Centeno now. Can we go down the other end, please? Boldy, ball in the Benny. Pop it over the top. Davis there. You got his... Crossed him. No, he's got for goal. Lay him across the box, the Sayers. It's game over. We don't even get to see the corner. For the second year in a row, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to lose the first game of the season. Wow. Really? Bet the referee blows for full time right now. Sayers, nods there, won't get the Benny. That's game over. Just blow your whistle, ref. Wow, really? How we always lose the first game of the season? Martinez, there's a lot of added time here. Can the referee just blow his whistle and put us out of our misery? We know a goal's not coming. Moderica, can we get on it? Maybe give me something to believe about. Full time, ref? Don't make it 2. Look, it's a new centre-back partnership, but, you know, Ollie's made a defensive mistake. There we are. JJ goes long. There we are. Finally full time. For the second year in a row, we lose the opening day of the season. Aggressively tell them I'm far from pleased. No one has played well. We go to the analysis. No one has kept the ball well in the system at all. To be honest, Watford deserve a draw or maybe a win. Wow, poor from the lads. We got Brentford coming up. For everybody on YouTube, that's going to be the end of the episode here. We're going to send the assistant... no, we'll just quickly do it. Ton of credit. Don't want to comment on individual performances. For everybody on the YouTube, we're going to end the episode here. As always, we're currently live on stream. Please check us out on Twitch by following us. Obviously, as well, to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. FM19 coming up in the not too far distant future. We will be part of the FM League. So we'll be drawn with an EPL club in September, and that's who we're going to manage when November comes around for the FM League coming up as well. That will be obviously done on Twitch and on YouTube. So please stay subscribed and follow us on Twitch. In terms of maybe another save, I'm going to give it this year to try win the Champions League with Liverpool, and then the save will be over. If not, then we will discuss what we're going to do next season. Anyhow, though, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought of my transfer window and what we should do with maybe the one last save that we do before FM19. Let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day and night. And as always, goodbye from Damien. That's a really bad ending. We've mixed our words up slightly. Really? We should really end this right now. We're waffling. Goodbye. See ya. Oh, I'm annoyed.